Yeah. You know what time it is. Tuesday Night Football Show here live, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh, wow, I got the I must be on my J-O-B-Z today. Caleb's in the building. Stop it. You got your boy Angel. You got Caleb.
What's up,
the
y'all?
Don. You got Quan
Yes,
John
sir.
behind the ones and twos. Caleb. Wow. Anytime you mention his name, he's got to
throw a little something.
whatever.
He's got to
Caleb,
throw a little something.
how's your week going, sir?
Man, it's been all right. It's been, busy getting all these, all this work in, I had a buddy of mine in town this weekend, so him and I hung out and just went out and had fun
Caleb,
on
you
Fremont
always
Street.
got the homies in town.
They hey.
Do they stay with you?
No.
Okay.
He's got family out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
Fun.
we're
Every week.
not adding any more into the house, brother. No.
Every week it's like, man, I had the homie in town. We was, in the club.
I don't know what it is, man.
We was in the
Like,
club two-stepping.
I'll go stints where like I don't have anybody coming into town, and then right now it's literally everybody's in town right now, bro.
in town.
Everybody's
That's cool,
in town,
though.
man.
That's cool. Everybody wants to come and kick it
Yes, sir.
with Caleb.
Yeah, man. It was cool. Yeah, we walked around on Fremont, just hung around, indulged in some adult beverages. It was a great time. Listened to some
Adult beverages. Those are always good.
The good stuff.
I don't
yeah.
drink no more, but when I used to, back in the day,
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, listened to a couple of those like Fremont like cover bands that was actually pretty. There was one that was really good. I forget what their name was, but they were doing like a lot of like AC/DC covers and stuff, and it was good.
That's the one thing I do. I ain't gonna lie that I do love about downtown.
Yeah.
They always have those the shows playing, little concerts.
They got
Those
some
are
good
always
stuff
cool.
going. Yeah. What about you, man? How you been?
Man, I've been chilling. We're like I said, we're officially moved, so I officially live in Henderson now.
Yes, sir.
We're just trying to get the house together.
Yeah.
That's basically it. We what did we do? Thanksgiving.
Mm.
Oh, and actually, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was all right. My mom and I took my dog up to Red Rock, did some hiking up there for a little bit in the morning, and then I just went and worked.
Okay. Oh, you worked on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'll work the holiday. I don't mind it. Like my family and I, we don't do anything crazy because it's just the three of us. So I don't mind working it. Plus,
Okay.
I get time and a half, so I'm not going to complain about that.
At all.
Right.
What do we do? We had some of the family over. My wife, she loves to cook, so she cooked. I watched football. We all watched football. Chilled, man. Like I said, Thanksgiving is kind of one of those holidays where I could go without it, but when you got kids and the whole dealie and everybody wants to hang out with you, so that's all we did was hang out. Other than that, had a good weekend. Like I said, we really just trying to get the house together.
For sure, yeah.
Nothing too serious. Okay, Quan John, how was your week?
How you been?
Great.
Wow, that's all he's got
Man.
to say today. Great.
I mentioned
Great.
it last week. I'm gonna mention it again. This man is a great storyteller, man. He just knows how to capture your attention. He really knows.
Man, forget that fool. Anyway, we got any breaking news?
Well, nothing NFL, but I do have a little college. If you're down for a little college ball,
I love college ball.
Lane.
Oh wait, hold
Kiffin.
on. Sorry,
Oh,
hold on.
damn,
Before you
what?
get to that, sorry.
All right.
I just want to throw this out to Podcast P. I don't like you, man. You an Ohio State fan and y'all beat us.
The streak is over.
That's all I'm going to say about that. Breaking news. Go ahead.
Breaking news. Lane Kiffin, formerly the head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels, is now the head coach of the LSU Tigers. Nice little, what I'm going to call it, dirty breakup, a bad breakup, however you want to call it. Bro,
I don't know if it was a dirty breakup, though.
It sounded like he was leaving, but I think he was going to coach the remainder of the season.
He wanted to.
But Ole Miss didn't want him to, so they literally said, get the hell out of our building.
Yeah, which
and
to me,
kicked him to the curb.
it's kind of
Which is
crazy,
crazy, yeah.
because he wanted to coach the rest of the season. He
Yeah.
wanted to coach, like they're about to be in the playoffs.
For the first time.
Yeah, they're about to be in the playoffs. He wanted to coach the rest of the team, but they didn't let him. I'll tell you why they didn't let him, because they thought he's going to be trying to recruit our
That's
players.
exactly, yep.
Now think
That's
about
exactly
this.
it.
So He's not going to coach 1 or 2 games.
Right.
He's been you guys' coach for the past 5-6 seasons.
6 years, yeah.
You think he has to recruit? No.
They'll follow him regardless.
Yes, that's his staff.
Right.
Like, you don't think they're going to be calling him?
Right.
Hey, do you need an OC? Do you need a D? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
They should have just let him.
Just let him run.
They should have just let him run the rest of the season and do that. But I get it.
Yeah. And we've seen a lot of head coaching hires over the last few days with these college teams.
Well, you had a lot of like Florida. You had a lot of high profile positions open.
Florida, Auburn.
Where did Franklin go? He went to Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Virginia Tech. He's over there now.
That was kind of weird, but wait, he's from there.
Yeah, he's from that area.
I think it was like welcome home or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's got some sort of pipeline up in that area, and it's not too far from where he's been at with Penn State. Okay, so it's pretty like he's going to basically be able to recruit most of the same people.
Franklin's a good coach.
He's a solid coach. Yeah, the only issue that he has, and which is not a good issue to have, he can't win big games. Like when he's playing Oregon, when he's playing Ohio State, he doesn't win those games. So, he's got I think he's only won 2 or 3 of 15.
You know the funny thing about college football, and I'm glad you brought up college football because this is going to be just a little sneak peek into what the show is going to be bringing you next season.
Yes, sir.
College football, you could lose all those games. Mm-hmm. It's about do you go to bowl games?
Right.
Do you go to bowl games?
Are super important.
Do you, if you're in that top 12, which I think is going to be 14 coming up soon?
Maybe.
I think they're going to switch to 14.
We'll see. They just keep adding more. And more.
You get into the college playoff, that's a success.
Right.
You go to a bowl game, but there's so many bowls. It's a success.
Right.
So, and Franklin took teams to bowls every season.
He was taking them to bowl games. Yes. Honestly, one of my favorite. I think it's not the most high profile bowl game, but I love this bowl game for the memes it creates. The Pop-Tart Bowl. I love it. The Pop-Tart Bowl is so funny. The first year they brought in a guy dressed in a mascot strawberry Pop-Tart costume, and he did a bunch of stuff. And then this last year they killed him off and had a funeral for him during the game. Dude, it was crazy. No, I swear to God, you'll have to look this up later. It's so funny. Bowl. They literally had the eulogy. They had the in remembrance, in memoriam of the strawberry Pop-Tart. It was amazing. So I'm excited to see what they do for this year because I just wanted to keep doing dumb stuff. Actually, they killed him off and then they zombified him or something. It was weird, bro.
Come on.
It was crazy, but I love it. I love it for the same reason. I love when minor league teams and these smaller schools and stuff, they do the custom uniforms and they do the custom team names and stuff, because they can do so much crazy stuff with it. So with the college ball, I love that.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited to finish off this season,
right?
Just so we can get into next season. Yeah, because when I tell you guys are going to love what we're doing or what we're going to be doing coming next season. We're expanding. There's going to be a lot of changes. Caleb is probably going to shave that beard off, but probably not because for some reason, y'all love it.
I'm keeping this beard, brother.
Oh, he's keeping the beard. It's not going away. You heard how he dropped his voice when he said that? I'm keeping this beard, brother.
How long have you had the beard?
Consistently for the last I was probably 16, 15 when it really started coming in.
Okay.
But I've had facial hair since I was 12.
Damn.
I'm Hispanic, brother. That just grows in fast.
That's true. Y'all is hairy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you ready to get into the recap?
Let's run it.
You ready to get into the recap?
Let's run it, my guy.
All right, so starting off, we'll go Green Bay, Detroit, 31-24. Green Bay.
J-Love.
Detroit's kind of falling off. I don't care what anybody says. Detroit, I feel like they're not that team like they were last year.
I agree.
Even the year before.
Yeah, they definitely took a little bit of a step back this year, but it's not a gigantic step back.
You know the crazy thing is when you hear me say Detroit's falling off, not even realizing how crappy Detroit was for so many years.
30 years.
And they've only really been good for the past
5 years.
if that, like
It
the
was like
past
4 or 5
3 or
years,
4
yeah.
years. Now I'm like, man, Detroit's falling off. Like, not really, because they're still better than they used to be.
Right. It's a significant boost
Right.
above what they were for
They're
the last
still
30
better
years.
than they used to be.
Right.
All right, but I'll tell you about a team falling off that, okay, let's go. Dallas versus KC.
Dude.
31-28. We were having this conversation before. Is this the year the Mahomes and the boys don't make the playoffs?
I think this very much could be. It's a tough schedule that they have ahead of them. We were talking about it beforehand. They have to pretty much win 4 of their next 5 games to be like
Even in
enough.
Consideration?
Right. They have to go 10-7 at minimum. At minimum.
Honestly, I don't think in the AFC 10-7 is going to cut it.
That's going to cut it as that might cut it as like a 7 seed, but
If
that
they
is
were in
like,
the NFC, I would say that maybe a 10-7.
even
team.
then, not this year. The like playoffs in general is really tough for both sides this year. You have to win at minimum 10 or 11 games to be in the playoffs.
But you know the crazy thing? That's what you want.
right. Oh, absolutely.
I remember there was years where you had teams that weren't even 500 that made the playoffs.
Which now one team does come to mind. It was I think it was the 2020-2021 year. The Washington Commanders, when you guys won the NFC East at 6-10,
Yeah.
and you guys were in the playoffs and had a home game.
That's when they used to call
That
us the
pissed me
NFC least.
Yeah,
'Cause-
because you guys were. The Cowboys were bad. Washington, it wasn't.
We've
great.
always had the hardest division. I don't care what anybody says. Come on. The NFC East is by far the toughest division.
I would argue AFC North is above you guys at
Bro,
minimum.
Come
brother.
on.
At
We got
minimum.
4 teams that, if you really think about it,
If you're about to bring up Super Bowls, brother, outside of the Eagles, none of you guys. Actually, the Giants have won a couple in the last 20. But like Cowboys and Washington, y'all haven't won a Super Bowl
since
in
the
at minimum
90s,
30
since
years.
the 90s,
Yeah,
I get that. But I'm just saying the NFC East by far is the toughest division.
I
bro.
can't agree with that. I
All
just
right,
can't.
let's move on because this will be a debate
This
we
will
could
be-
really
this will be the
have
whole
for a
show.
while.
This will be the whole show.
Cincinnati versus Baltimore, 32-14. The return of Joe, bro.
Dude, Joe Burrow, man, he was cooking in this game. I was watching, like keeping an eye on it on my phone. And it was, I mean, Joe Burrow was dicing up this defense, but the biggest issue of this game, the Ravens were turning the ball over more than I've seen them turn the ball over at any point.
Lamar looked like a totally different person.
He didn't look comfortable at all.
And you know what's funny thing? The way Burrows was playing, I felt like he'd been healthy for a minute.
I can see that.
He didn't just get healthy this past week. Like, he was playing way too, like, good. I felt like he'd been healthy for the past week or two.
Well, I will say he's been practicing for the last, I think, week and a half up until that game. So he was getting some
he's
reps
been practicing. Actually, he's been practicing for the past 21 days. Because remember, he got put on
so
that
his practice window. Yeah,
So those past 3 weeks.
it was best. Yeah, it was. I think it was about 2, maybe 3 weeks. I don't think it was the full 21 days that he hit. But he was getting up to that point, and he was. I mean, he looked very, very good in his return. He looks just like, Joe Burrow. He looks like Joe Burrow, which is great.
Which is crazy because I was looking at their sideline and I was just like, man, I felt so bad for Flacco.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're not
Yeah.
seeing the field again.
Never, brother. He might get a job this next year with some of these teams needing a bridge quarterback. I think
He'll
He
go
can-
back to Cleveland.
no. I honestly,
I'm just
low
saying.
key, I think he could be like a backup to Kyler Murray next year in Arizona and potentially take over the job if that job becomes available.
Nah, they got old boy Brissett.
I think he's going to end up going somewhere else, like not necessarily demanding money, but he's going to gather a lot of interest based on how he's been playing in Arizona right now.
You think so?
I think so, because he's been playing pretty good. Not anything crazy, but like he's been decent enough. I think he's earned himself a job, whether it's in Arizona or elsewhere.
What about backup in Pittsburgh?
Mason
complete
Rudolph?
complete the division.
That would actually be really
is
funny.
that the only spot?
That would be really
He's
funny.
played for everybody in the division.
He's played for
That's it.
everybody else. Yeah, that would be
Wow.
really because he's already the only quarterback to
Speaking-
start for 3 of those teams.
Speaking of Pittsburgh, since we were just talking about them, do you think their coach,
Tomlin,
is going to be let go?
I don't think he's going to be let go, but I think he's going to be on the hot seat. I think next year is going to be his like make it or break it year.
You think so?
I think so, because this is probably going to be the first year we've seen where he doesn't go a 500 record. I think there's a good potential for that to happen, especially with how they've been playing recently. I don't think it's going to cost him his job this year, but it's going to put him on a like, hey, you gotta win.
We're going to do that
game.
next week. We're going to do that next week. We're going to have a hot seat segment.
The hot seat.
The hot seat. We'll have a hot seat segment. So that way we can talk about really top 5 coaches that going to be gone, I feel like.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put that together. All right. Moving on. Chicago versus Philly, 24-15.
Chicago, man.
Shy Teasy. Hey, I got a clip on this of your boy Caleb. I don't know. It's like every week I got a clip of Caleb, man. He's just out here balling.
He's been
balling.
putting numbers up, man. He's been doing great these last handful of weeks.
Like,
they're quietly on like a little win streak here.
Listen, their coach, this is like a
Big
match.
man.
This is a match made in heaven, man.
Yeah, Ben Johnson loves Caleb Williams.
If Caleb don't feel like, oh, this boy's gonna keep me in the league, we actually got a chance to. They're gonna be in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Right now, they're the 1 seed.
Yeah. So, man, could you see Chicago in the Super Bowl?
Not this year. I think. We talked about it last week. I think this current Chicago Bears team is the Washington Commanders of last year, where they're going to be very, very good in the regular season, and they're going to look good in the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to reach the Super Bowl.
But the way they're playing, who do you think can beat them?
I think the Rams at their best beat them. I think Niners have a chance, and I know that sounds crazy, but I think the Niners do have a chance in that game at minimum. I think.
Yeah, if they play Mac Jones.
Stop.
Mac Jones.
Stop. We're not. No.
I'm just saying.
I think,
that's just the reality of it.
Honestly, in a rematch, I don't know if Philly loses this game again. I think that's an interesting conversation.
I don't know.
Honestly, I even think Carolina could put up a fight against this Bears team. I really do. Because Carolina's been playing good football most of this year.
But you got to think in all 3 phases.
Right.
Chicago for sure lately, have been playing.
Right. They've been playing real good.
Like top-notch ball.
I agree. But I do think there's a handful of teams that at least will put up a fight, if not beat them.
Okay. All right, moving on. So, man, I had to represent for my boys because I'm not going to say we got robbed, but that was really, to me, and really, Denver versus Washington, they won 27-26 in overtime. Mm-hmm. It was the best game I saw over the weekend. We lost, but we put up a fight at least. That's all I cared about. As long as we didn't get our aces whooped.
Yeah.
Like everybody was saying, like, I'm sure it burned a lot of people's tickets because I think they had Denver up 6.5 points.
Yeah, something like that.
And man, if Nico, is that his name? Nico? The defensive guy that blocked that ball from Mariota, if he didn't jump so damn high.
Oh, Nick Benito?
Yeah, Benito. Yeah, that was our game. We had that.
Yeah,
but
Mariota had quietly had a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game all the way around. It really was. But props to Denver. They're 10-2 now.
Yeah, they're on a 9 or 10 game win streak right now.
Yeah, so I can't knock that whatsoever.
Yeah, they're playing great football right now. I mean, I will still stand by this because I have this conversation with one of my coworkers. I feel like every single day. I think their defense is good enough to win a Super Bowl. I don't think their offense is. If their offense can step up, they can absolutely win the Super Bowl. As
far as their offense goes, it really depends on how your quarterback plays.
Exactly.
Because old boy is he's a sometime quarterback, I feel like. He's a sometime quarterback. Sometimes best quarterback in the league. Yep. And then the other times, why is that guy an NFL quarterback? He is a sometime quarterback.
He's a sometimes quarterback.
But okay. San Francisco versus Cleveland, 26-8. Your boys came through.
We absolutely did. Beat
Shedeur in his first home game.
Yeah, and I will say Shedeur didn't look bad.
He didn't look bad.
He looked uncomfortable, but he didn't look bad.
It's the play calling. I felt like
play calling's been a little weird. Yeah,
they didn't really give him a chance to. I feel like, okay, if I know what you can do, I'm gonna
you're gonna call plays to best use.
Yes,
who you
your
are as a player.
abilities.
Right.
I'm gonna go towards your abilities.
Right.
I feel like they did the total opposite.
I can
Total
see
opposite.
That. Yeah.
Cleveland played better when they were in LA, but since San Francisco won,
Right.
let's talk about San Francisco.
Love.
I don't think
Not
your
gonna
boy
complain
threw.
about
Did he throw any picks?
Nope. No picks. No turnovers.
That's rare.
Stop. Brock Purdy. I mean, he wasn't perfect. He had a couple of bad balls.
Couple.
And nothing like it wasn't like a couple of overthrows. Nothing like super
Why'd you guys win that game?
CMC, man.
Okay.
That's. I mean,
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to throw interceptions when you're doing this.
Yeah.
when you're handing the ball
you're
off
just handing it
20
off.
times to Christian McCaffrey. By the way,
Yo, didn't he have like 12 carries in the first drive or something like that?
It was.
Yeah.
It was like 11. It
I
was
remember-
11 play drive, and like 9 of them were Christian McCaffrey.
I remember hearing the
handoffs.
announcers like, dang, he's got the ball already. Again, he got the ball this much. And it
Yep.
was like the first drive of the game.
Yep, and he got it like almost every play of that drive, which
So-
was crazy. But I mean, regardless, I mean, hey, our defense looks pretty solid. There was a couple of decent plays made by guys like Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings looks pretty good. He almost got into a fight with like the entire Cleveland team.
Bro,
They've been.
that's what I
Dude,
should put a clip of, man.
That was-
Your boy, what some
Yeah.
of the Cleveland defensive players were saying after the game
Yeah,
about your boy Jennings.
Yeah.
Like some of the disrespect.
they called him a bitch.
I guess a player got hurt,
yes, Malik Collins got hurt,
and Jennings was talking crap about the dude that got hurt.
which I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
I saw a clip. I don't know what he was saying because his back was towards it, but they showed a clip of him walking by the guy that was laying on the ground hurt,
right.
like doing this. So he was saying something to him.
Right. I mean, we don't know what was said. Obviously, there's
Right.
there's all kinds of speculation. It's a he said she said kind of
He's
situation.
like, oh, I'm surprised he only got punched in the nuts.
Right.
Should have got punched in the face.
Right. Which I'm like, that's crazy. But
Boy,
I think,
Jennings is out there being ruthless, huh?
but I mean, potentially. But there's also, I mean, Malik Collins was a Niner, but I think last season or maybe the season before. There's a chance that maybe something happened in San Fran that just kind of like festered under the surface until
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Like,
but
we don't know.
when a guy's hurt,
Right. When a guy's hurt, you just
that's kind of off
Right.
limits. You know what I mean? Like,
But we don't know what was
it's
said.
supposed to be a
so-
brotherhood.
supposedly. But
I
then we have
guess
all these.
not.
I don't know. I mean, regardless, I mean,
All right,
we
all
won the
right.
football game. I'm happy about that.
There
We're
you
gonna keep
go,
winning.
San Francisco. All right, so Jacksonville versus Tennessee, 25-3.
Winning exactly how you think it did.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk about that.
Yeah. Trevor
Houston.
Lawrence, man.
There we go. Houston versus Indy, 20-16. Your boy came back. CJ came back for Houston. He played good.
He played decent. Yeah, he wasn't half bad. And this game actually makes the playoff picture super interesting.
What's up with your boy Danny Dimes, man?
Danny Dimes. So we'll talk about him a little bit more later, but he has been playing injured. I will say that.
He does
has
have
been playing injured. Yes,
the hairline.
Yes. So he has been playing injured, but because of the Texans winning this game, the Jacksonville Jaguars are leading this division now.
Didn't somebody say Jack? Like you didn't? Oh yeah, you did.
I called
say
it
that.
at the beginning of the
You
year. I
did
said
say.
Jacksonville was going to win this division.
Yeah, I'm like, didn't you say Jacksonville was going to
Yup.
win the division?
And even then, for most of this season, every time the Colts win a game, you or when John was here, he would ask me too, like, where are you standing on the Jacksonville versus Indy thing now? I'm like, Indy is going to hit that wall where they hit reality. They're going to come down to reality at some point. I'm just waiting for it to happen. Over the last handful of weeks, between this game, I think it was the Pittsburgh game a couple weeks ago too, I think they've started to hit that wall.
Okay,
I think
okay.
they've started to hit that
Indy,
wall.
Indy, man, I need y'all. Come on, Danny.
I feel like it's on red alert
Come on,
almost.
Danny. This game, Miami versus the Saints, 21-17.
It was a football game.
Miami takes that. Yeah, okay, Miami.
Miami
Here
beat
we
the Saints. That's
no.
nothing,
This is a good game. The Jets versus ATL,
Yeah.
27-24. The Jets have been
Quiet. They've been quietly winning. some
quietly
games.
winning a couple games here and there.
Tyrod.
I know. I feel so bad for
Tyrod.
Fields.
I do too, because I really do believe in him. I really
like-
do.
So do I, man. I always felt like Justin was a good quarterback.
And I really do think he is, but we've seen it a few times now where we've seen him have the flashes of what he absolutely can be. And then I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know if it's a coaching thing. I don't know if it's just his limits as a player, but he just completely falls off the face of the earth after a few weeks. And I don't understand what's going on. And it's not the first time this has happened.
Well,
it's happening now. It happened in Chicago.
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh, honestly, that's the best I think we've seen of Justin Fields. He looked
And
pretty damn good in
went
Pittsburgh.
and then they put him on the bench.
Right. Because Russell Wilson was always the starter. Yeah,
Russell
I don't care.
Wilson not
You
cooking.
went 4-2 with Justin Fields as your starting quarterback. And then you ended up, I think Russell Wilson ended up going, 6-5 as a starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers between regular and playoffs.
Yeah.
Like,
Could have
I
been
don't know.
something.
They could have had a good team. And maybe if they don't bench him last year, he's probably still there playing. They don't go for Aaron Rodgers.
That's
maybe.
what I say. Okay. Here was another good game. Carolina versus the Rams, 31-28.
Bryce Young, dude.
Bro,
Bryce Young.
Matthew Stafford is my quarterback in fantasy,
Yup.
and by far had his worst game.
Yup.
2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
He threw 2 touchdowns, and he had like 200 something yards.
Yep.
Them interceptions. He threw a pick 6.
Yeah.
Like Carolina's defense was on task.
They were ready, man. Like Carolina has all season, they've been a scrappy football team. They've been a fun football team. Honestly, you can argue that they're kind of similar, like not as good as the Washington Commanders were last year, but they're in that similar fun, scrappy
You know
football
who's
team.
like really playing good, but he's a sometime quarterback too. Bryce Young, man. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you watch him play and you're just like,
What the hell is he doing?
like, bro.
Who's throwing that ball? And then we have games like this where he goes, and I'm looking at it right now, 15 of 20, 206 passing, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Like,
Man was on a tear.
yeah, it's like, bro, that's what you want to see. And then,
Right.
like I said, he is sometime quarterback. So sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not.
We got a few of those guys this season. There's a few of them.
Okay.
But Bryce, I mean, the Panthers, they easily could win this division at the end of the season. Easily could win this division at the end of the season with how they've been playing.
I swear, like this time of year, like our next couple of shows, like, yeah, there you go. Look at throwing dimes out there, getting touchdowns. Bryce Young, just throwing dimes. Our next couple of shows are going to be really good.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to get that time of year where it's like put up or shut up time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're gearing in for the playoffs here in the next few weeks. You really got to either put pedal to the metal, foot on the gas, or you're done. There's really no in between for a lot of these teams right now. And I think the Panthers are one of those teams. If they don't get it 100% together and start playing the best football, period,
bro, they're gonna buckle.
they have to. They
They're
don't have a
gonna
choice.
buckle. I'm saying they're gonna buckle. They're not. Yeah, they're not gonna do much.
We'll see over these next few weeks. I don't know what their schedule's looking like, but they can definitely make the playoffs. They probably will if they win this division, especially because Tampa's been kind of fluttering over the last few weeks.
Speaking of Tampa,
we got
Tampa versus Arizona, 20-17. They take that game in a close one.
Arizona almost took it.
Tampa, I don't know. Tampa
It's a
should
weird year.
really be a good team, and they are a good team, but they should be better than they are.
Yes.
And that I would contribute to injuries when your whole
Entire
when
offensive line.
offensive line is cut, your top 2-3 receivers are done.
Yep.
You're really relying on a rookie who he got hurt for a minute.
Yeah, he was hurt on a hamstring for a couple weeks there.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, Baker, he's hurt now.
Yep. And I think part of this, a lot of it has to do with the injuries, but a lot of it has to do with play calling. And I think that really speaks to Liam Cohen, who's now the head coach of the Jaguars. Liam Cohen was one of the guys that helped make Baker look like an MVP quarterback last year.
That's the same thing we can say about Detroit.
We could say the same thing about Detroit with Ben Johnson, now being over in Chicago.
When
He's
you're
making
off-
Caleb Williams look great.
When your OC goes and your defensive coordinator goes, and they're both head coaches somewhere,
Yeah.
and then you come back the next season and you see how really valuable they were, both of them,
Right.
because their offense and defense ain't that great.
I think their offense is still good for Detroit. Their defense is definitely taking a step back, which is crazy because the Jets' defense hasn't been that great this year, and it's the same guy.
Yeah,
It's the same guy.
yeah.
I think it's partly because the personnel is not as good as it was in Detroit. But
And real quick, going to the Panthers and Bucks. Panthers and Bucks play each other twice still.
ooh, okay, so
So those
that's gonna
games
be-
could determine the division.
absolutely.
And
yeah.
then they Panthers have a bye this week, and they're at the Saints, and still have to play Seattle at home.
okay.
Watch, that Saints game's going to be a trap game.
It could be.
It
I feel
definitely
like
could be.
that Saints going to be, because like when you hear Carolina, it's Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Carolina versus the Saints, you're like, oh, Carolina's got that. But then,
The Saints can make it interesting.
yeah, the Saints would be that team that has the best game of their season.
Which is crazy because I've been kind of saying this a lot this season. The Saints are a really good shitty football team. They're fun. Like we have one of these teams every year. Like the Giants are also a good example of this year, where you see flashes of them doing well and then they end up losing the game anyways. The same thing with Arizona right now too. You see flashes of them having some good spots and then they end up losing the game anyway. You know how the outcome is going to be most of the time, but they're still fun to watch and they're still going to keep it interesting.
And then Tampa Bay, they already had their bye, so they play the Saints this week. Panthers twice, like I said, Falcons and Dolphins. So this is their division to lose.
Yeah. If they don't,
That's a tough one.
if they don't
win this division, they need to just cut everybody.
Because that right. So we're going to give you the worst 5 teams in the league. The last.
Yeah, it's outside of the Panthers and honestly, because you said the Dolphins too, right?
Dolphins and Falcons.
Those are Those actually are interesting football games. Like I'm not saying that they're going to be definite losses, but I think both of those are trap games. I really do.
Dolphins still have a lot of people trying to keep their jobs,
right? Exactly.
Including Tua and the head coach.
Exactly.
And they've looked decent. Like they look like a playoff team every other week.
Right.
The past couple weeks.
Yeah, the last handful of weeks they've looked like kind of 50-50 up in the air, and we could see in a few weeks when Tampa and Miami play because it's the battle for Florida too. Which that's always going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, that's always a good game.
And Carolina's one loss more than Tampa because Tampa's had the bye.
Yes, yeah.
So they have a big advantage.
They do. But I mean, we'll see.
Well, playing them twice, I mean, those are playoff games for both of them.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, and hopefully with this week, the Panthers getting some rest, they don't lose any of that momentum they've been building over the last handful of weeks. Because even against San Francisco last week, they didn't look half bad. They didn't look great, but they weren't half bad.
Right, like their games, even the games they lose. Like half of the games they lose, they don't look shitty.
Right.
They don't look that bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who we got? So we got Seattle. Whoo, man.
Yeah.
Versus Minnesota.
For 2 seconds, I'm going to just say this.
Take 3.
Man, Minnesota, what the hell are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing? Why are you throwing a undrafted rookie to the Wolves in Seattle? One of the best defenses in football right now. This guy has not started a game all year. What other options do
they have?
They had opportunity before the trade deadline when Carson Wentz was already hurt. When that was their backup quarterback was Carson Wentz / JJ McCarthy, depending on on the week. They could have gone out and gotten a Jameis Winston. They could have gone out and gotten a Russell Wilson. They could have done a ton of different things. They could have gone out and gotten Joe Flacco for God's they could have done anything, and they chose to sit there with their hands in their ass for nothing. And now they've been forced to throw a child out to one of the best teams in football right now. I honestly, this comes down to ownership. Ownership right now has not been doing anything for this football team this year. And Chris, you can agree with me or not. Like I feel like I'm right.
I feel like Chris will agree.
With me.
He's going to agree with you.
I don't know what the hell the Vikings ownership is doing right now. Why are you throwing a guy that outside of this week has taken no reps with most of the guys playing right now? Like, what are we doing? He threw 4 picks. Yeah, of course he did.
Especially looking at the quarterbacks they had last year. They had Daniel Dimes and Sam Darnold.
That's crazy.
And you still didn't know what McCarthy was going to be. He's still a rookie coming into this year. So you
let them both go. Yeah, you let them both go.
Makes no sense.
I know they tried with both of them at some point, which is what they should have done. But you went into the season with neither of them, and you went into the season with literally no backup plan because 35-year-old Carson Wentz is not a backup plan.
They should have paid one of those quarterbacks because you got to think they got JJ on the rookie contract. So it wasn't, we don't
threw them a 2-year deal.
Yeah, something. They should have paid one of those quarterbacks.
If they threw 2 years, $40 million at Sam Darnold,
man,
what's wrong with that?
Well, he got paid though.
Yeah, he got 3 years, 100.
He wasn't taking that.
But like I'm saying, they could have thrown, or 2 years, 50, like the Tom Brady deal we saw a handful of years ago in Tampa. The same 2 years, 50.
Well, you got to think, Sam Darnold, the year he had in Minnesota
was damn good.
Was great. Got him over $100 million contract.
Yep.
Was it how many years? 4?
3 years, 100.5.
Wow. I'd have been out too.
The exact same thing as the Baker Mayfield contract with Tampa.
By Minnesota.
And he's playing well.
Right. Now, but that still isn't my thing. Like, you did absolutely nothing. After those guys left, fine. You now have to start looking for an actual backup quarterback. Carson Wentz was
backup quarterback. They need to look for a starting quarterback because JJ, for some reason,
McCarthy should have been the backup this year to Sam Darnold.
Man,
that's really what it should have been. He proved himself last year that he's a starting quarterback in this league.
Yes, I agree.
And I think that's a case of a team being so stuck on their pick.
Right.
Instead of trying to develop him behind a quarterback like Sam Darnold, which I think he could have really benefited from. They throw him in there, and we see what's happened to him. He had a couple good games, but
like this has gotten to the point where Justin Jefferson, who might be the least diva wide receiver in football, he's bitching and complaining because he's like, "Bro, what are we doing?"
Adam Thielen was like, "Let me go. I'll just retire.
I'm done." He's like, "I'd rather sit on my couch on Sundays, man."
He was like,
and he actually just got picked up. I saw he just got picked up by the Steelers a couple hours ago. So
Thielen did?
Yep, he's a Pittsburgh Steeler.
He wanted to go to a playoff team. That was the whole thing. That's why they let him go, because he said, "I'm going to retire at the end of this year. Let me get in the playoffs one more time."
Yes,
that's good though.
Yeah,
I like Thielen.
Let me have a chance. Let me have a chance.
All right, so we got the Chargers versus the hometown Las Vegas Raiders, 31-14.
This went exactly how you think it did. I mean, the Chargers chargered all over the Raiders.
Ooh, the Chargers chargered. Okay.
They just ran all over the Raiders. The Raiders are a terrible football team right now. Their quarterback play is not great. The offensive line play has not been great. Granted, they have a couple of injuries on the offensive line. The defense hasn't been playing great. Even Max Crosby didn't look that good, if I remember correctly, in this game. Like, the Raiders as a collective have not been good this year. I think outside, like, Pete Carroll hasn't been awful. I don't think this is entirely his fault.
Yes, it is.
I think, bringing in Geno is definitely his fault.
No, not bringing in Geno.
And Chip Kelly as well.
Not bringing in Geno. Sticking with Geno.
Well, hasn't pulled him yet.
To be fair,
think about it.
This fool tackled himself when he had to hand the ball to Jetty for a 1 yard touchdown.
I will say this: for most of this year, they've had no backup quarterback because Aiden O'Connell has been hurt most of this year. I think he's healthy now. Pickett is worse than Geno. I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. He is awful. I have never seen a quarterback throw backwards.
Give him a chance to look awful for this team.
That's what I was just about to say. Bro, the way Geno's played, he should have been pulled. Now, if Pickett sucks, you can put Geno back. You can put Geno back in there. I mean, he's a veteran quarterback, so it's not like his feelings are going to get hurt, and he doesn't know that he sucks right now.
Right.
Maybe getting pulled will help him pull his head out of his ass to where if he got back in there,
I can see that. I can see that as a possibility.
He'd play better.
I mean, sure, that's absolutely a possibility, but I think regardless, this year I think is a sinking ship for the Raiders. I think there was,
but it didn't have to be. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think after the first handful of weeks, we already saw what this football team was going to be after the first, I'd say, 5 games of this season.
Bro, you're starting your number one receiver hated it so much.
Yep.
Trade me. I don't want to play here. Trade me. In Jacksonville, scoring a touchdown every game.
Yep. He's doing great over in Jacksonville. I will say too, Jacoby Myers wanted to be a Raider. The Raiders didn't want him to be a Raider. They didn't want to pay him wide receiver 1 money while they're playing and using him as a wide receiver 1, which made no sense. And now
the Raiders.
Now we're looking at what he's doing in Jacksonville.
That's the Raiders. All right, so we got Buffalo versus Pittsburgh, 26-7. Buffalo. I actually thought Pittsburgh was going to win this game. I think that was one of the games I lost.
No, you didn't. You didn't touch this game.
I didn't touch this game.
No, you didn't.
Because I literally remember I've been on this thing where I think like Buffalo, they're a sinking ship. I don't know why. Buffalo.
I mean, Buffalo. I feel like they have I'm not going to call it a Josh Allen problem, but like they have an issue where basically the only bright spot on their team right now is Josh Allen, and then James Cook has been playing good football. I will give him that as well. Because their defense, a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the ball. I know Ed Oliver, he's been out for a handful of weeks and might miss the remainder of the season with the injury he's been dealing with. The receiving play has not been great. Khalil Shakir looks like he took a step back. Keon Coleman has not been that X factor wide receiver they thought he was going to be.
Yeah, he's been the tight ends barely playing.
Right, the tight ends have been hurt. I know a lot of this year, and when they're playing, they're not looking that great to begin with between Kincaid or Dawson Knox. Whichever is on the field at that point. It's just, I think right now the only thing going for the Buffalo Bills is Josh Allen. That is the best thing they have, and it's right now it's not enough. It's not enough, and you can't ask a quarterback to be your entire football team. You can't.
Yeah,
and right now they
but
are.
It's been like that the past couple seasons.
Well, even before this year, they
got Cook though, but
right.
Cook,
But like even over the last handful of years, they still put guys there. They still had Stephon Diggs. They brought in Amari Cooper. They did things to try and elevate them. They had Von Miller for a little bit, and he didn't look half bad.
Yeah,
in
he didn't look half bad.
But like
he didn't look as bad as he does in Washington.
Right.
Golly.
But like that's my thing is they in past years they've tried to elevate their football team. This year they didn't. They didn't bring in anybody new. They just brought in. I mean, I know they brought in basically former Bills. I think they brought in Micah Hyde for a little bit. I don't know if he's still injured or playing or whatever's going on there. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. They sat on their hands and they're kind of paying for it now.
All right, Buffalo, step it up. New England versus the Giants, 33-15.
They opened
Drizzy.
Drake.
Now, I wish, and Quan John put me, and he's absolutely right. I should have put this clip of
Jackson Dart got
Jackson
laid
Dart
out, dude.
getting lit.
He got
lit up.
smacked.
Oh my Lord.
But I'll even say this. The Patriots opened a can of whoop ass. That's like, I understand the score does not look that far off.
But it really was.
Game. Dude, I was watching this game.
Really was.
Like I was working, I was watching this game. This was a terrible game by the Giants.
Bro.
They did nothing all football game.
New England looks good.
New England looks borderline unbeatable right now. They're playing damn good football.
Yeah, New England looks really good. Oh.
Just God.
Hey, I remember watching this, and when it happened, I was like, oh.
Right. Anthony Jennings, dude. Look at that.
The fact that I thought at first, I was like, oh, he's getting a flag because he hit him out of bounds. And then you see the replay.
Nope.
Nah. Yo, and look how Jackson like floats in the air.
It reminds me of the Derrick Henry clip from a couple years ago when he chucked Josh Norman across the football field.
Bro, look at
it's the
oh
same
my
clip.
Lord.
It's the same thing.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, this was
man was fully horizontal.
But I will say
fully
this.
Horizontal.
After that, and like I was saying earlier in the press conference, like they started fighting after this.
Yeah, they did.
The tight end tried to fight the guy and all this. And Jackson Dart, he was like, look, we play football. In football, you get hit. I've been playing like this my whole career, my whole life. It is what it is. I don't need my guys trying to fight for me after that. We play football. We don't play soccer.
Right. Now, I will say,
I do
appreciate that.
Yeah, I was like,
but
okay, he's right.
He is. But at the same time, I feel like we're going to see him, and I don't want to say it because I love Jackson Dart.
I feel like he's going to have a short career if he keeps playing like that.
I think he's going to have a Tua career because he's already dealt with concussions this year.
Well,
he's already been dealing with it.
They said, like, so they encouraged the quarterbacks to get out of bounds. Stop trying to extend plays, get out of bounds because it's not
worth it.
It's not illegal. They can light you up if you're a runner.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're a runner, you can get lit up. And as you saw, he got lit up.
He got smacked.
Speaking of that, okay, so
how many flags would have been thrown if that was Patrick Mahomes?
Oh my goodness.
All of them. They would have ran out of flags. They would have started chucking
because they went to the Super Bowl because the Bengals did that. He wasn't really out of bounds, and that would have lost the game because I think it was fourth down.
You would have saw the commissioner in the stands doing this, like
being like, "Excuse me, sir."
No, like yeah.
Because I remember that it was
gotta protect the franchise.
Yeah, because I remember watching that play. It was I think it was Joseph Osai was the guy that lit up Mahomes and he just got flagged for him. Like he's like, I did my job. What are we talking about?
Well, you know how they make it now. Like you can only hit a quarterback in a certain spot in a certain range.
You have to ask for the quarterback's consent at this point to hit them.
Yeah, like you about to hit them. Like you good? I can hit you now. Okay. Yeah.
Are you okay with it? Are you sure? Okay.
That's.
And you have to like lightly tap him, otherwise it's going to be unnecessary roughness, 15 yards, first down.
Injury report. We got any action?
Not anything too crazy. There's been a couple. So obviously we were talking about Daniel Jones a little bit earlier.
Okay.
He has a broken fibula, which I did a little bit of.
It's a hairline fibula because they were talking about it before the game.
It's also the smaller of the two bones in your leg, so it's not as big. If it was his tibia, that would have been much, much worse. But apparently he's been playing on it for like a week or two at this point, and he's like, "Yeah, you're not taking me out of the game."
Yeah, he's like, it's kind of, it's not as bad. Like he can tolerate it. So.
He's like, I think I saw something where he's going to be wearing a brace for most of the rest of the year to kind of help that a little bit.
Okay.
But he is going to continue to play through it. Justin Herbert
had surgery.
Yes, he broke his left hand, had surgery on it. So, but it looks like he'll continue to play, and he'll be fine.
I think he's still going to play because he played the rest of that game with a broken hand.
Yes,
and he broke it with. I was like in the first quarter or something.
Yeah, something like that. He literally landed on his hand. But regardless, he's going to continue to play the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. Maybe he misses this week, but that's the most I think we're expecting.
Yeah. They'll wrap it up.
Yeah,
they'll play.
They'll give him some iced hot. He'll be fine. Marvin Harrison Jr. had a little bit of a heel injury. This is his first game back after his appendicitis a couple weeks ago. He left early on in that first half, didn't return, but he might be playing this upcoming week. Obviously, heel injuries are tough in general because you need to be able to get that pivot and get that step out on those out routes and everything. And if as a receiver you can't do that, that definitely hinders you a lot. But we could see him play this week and just kind of play through it and deal with it.
I know. What, you have any more?
I got two more. Amon-Ra St. Brown has a sprained ankle. He has not practiced since that game. He has missed the last handful of practices because of this injury. He's maybe gonna play this game. Maybe
he'll want to play, but we'll see what happens. Yeah,
I think we're gonna see similar to like the Aaron Rodgers, which it looks like he's kind of getting mostly back. Obviously his hand injury did hinder him a little bit in this game, but
We'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
And then Aaron Jones, running back for the Vikings, has a shoulder injury. He's considered day to day, but we're expecting him to play.
I know. Coming back from injury, scary Terry McLaurin came back this past weekend. He actually had a really good game versus Denver. He did. He caught a touchdown. Caught the touchdown that we could have won the game. We went for 2, but I'm not mad at it. We had a really good game. I didn't expect him to play as good as he did because coming back, he missed all those weeks.
He's missed so much time.
But no, he looked really good. He
absolutely did. Yeah. But
okay.
That is the injury report. Nothing super crazy this week. Just a few players, but for the most part, they were like not super big injuries either.
Okay. Let's get into the picks. How did we do last week?
Man, so Angel, you had a little bit of a rough time last week.
Whatever, man. I always have a rough time. Go ahead.
You went for all Thanksgiving games.
Yes, turkey time. Let's get it, baby.
And you got 2 of the 3 games wrong.
Listen.
You went 1 and 2.
I'll tell you why. I know why.
Why is that?
Because, and I'm blaming you, Gina. I'm blaming you because the ham you made was delicious, but it was too small.
That's crazy. Fuck.
Go ahead.
Quan went 2 and 1 in this last week. So
really? For 2 and 1?
I mean, hey, he did better than you.
That was unnecessary, but go ahead. That was really unnecessary.
Quan went 2 and 1. Biggest thing was we were talking about it beforehand too. He picked the Rams to. He said all guarantees, guarantee, and every time he picked one of his games last week, he went guarantee Rams over Panthers. And
none of that.
Didn't
none for that.
He didn't get that game right.
Okay.
I as well went 2 and 1. I'm still in first place.
It's by like 50 games. Yeah. Go ahead.
I have a nice 5-game lead.
Bro, unnecessary again. Unnecessary.
You brought up the lead. I am just continuing it.
Whatever.
But yeah, I'm sitting at 23 and 10 in the game picks. Quan John, you're at 18 and 15. And Angel, you're at 17-16. Everyone's above 500, which is great. So
I'm down 1 game, basically.
You're down.
You went 1 and 2 this week?
He went 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, calm it down. Calm it down.
It's just, that's what
we already said that. That's all right, but I'm not going to go 1 and 2 this week.
I guarantee you will.
Oh, that sounds like a bet.
We already have a bet going.
What's the bet?
I can't remember.
Then how you know we have a bet?
It was something about a steak dinner. You bet a steak dinner on something.
But what was it on?
I can't remember what it was.
It was the Chiefs making the playoffs or not.
Oh, yeah, Chiefs aren't making the playoffs.
It was that. That's what it was. That's what it was. Yes,
all right.
Yes,
steak dinner from where?
Anywhere.
Okay. Texas Roadhouse. That's where I go.
I was going to say, I know a good steakhouse.
I got a Texas Roadhouse. Outback. Yuck.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse is better.
But there is a new spot I do want to try. So I'll have you take me there.
You can take me there.
Go on.
Regardless, can I come?
Yeah. Let's get it. Let's do. All right. So what's your picks? Quan John? For this
No,
week.
you go first. I need to beat Caleb, so I need to pick teams that aren't
extra time.
the ones
He needs
he's.
All right, I'll go first. I got no problem with going first.
I want to make sure we don't pick the same teams because I'm catching you by the end of the season.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, you haven't yet, so.
That's
I blame it on John.
He's been Quan John for only a little bit, a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I blame it on John. If I would have started at the beginning of the season, would have looked a lot different right now.
Oh man.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm blaming John too. So I'm gonna take Washington over Minnesota.
Sure.
I'm taking Baltimore over Pittsburgh. And we talked about them in length about their wishy-washy time, but I'm taking Tampa Bay over the Saints.
Okay. I mean,
okay. So Washington, Baltimore, and Tampa. Let's go.
I don't know if I love the Baltimore pick, just especially after how they played against Cincinnati this last week.
That's why they're going to play better.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. For myself, I'm taking the Browns over the Titans. Just the toilet bowl.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I hope Shador
balls out.
Smashes. Oh, boy.
It'd be... You know what? Honestly, it would be kind of beautiful because I remember in the offseason, they had so many clips of them like working out together and everything like that. And Shador was just kind of joking around, giving some shit. And Cam Ward was just like, bro, shut your mouth.
Okay.
The whole time. So I'm picking the Browns over the Titans in this game.
Okay.
I'm picking the Rams to win over the Cardinals this week.
Okay.
And then I'm picking the Seahawks over the Falcons this week. Now, here's the thing. I will say this. I do not want 2 of those 3 games to be correct.
Then why are you picking them?
Because I'm hedging my bets.
This guy.
I want the Rams and Seahawks to lose because if that happens,
the
Niners jump into the 2nd seed in playoffs.
It makes you guys look real good.
It makes us the number 2 seed, obviously. But I think those games are wins. I'm taking those. I'm taking the Seahawks over the Falcons, Rams over the Cardinals, Browns over the Titans.
Okay. Now it's on you, Quan John. What you got?
All right, I got my guarantees. I have the Broncos over the Raiders.
Yep.
That is a guarantee.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Pretty much.
It's a rivalry game, though.
I have the Packers at home over the Bears.
I very almost.
You know what?
I almost picked
the Packers at home over the Bears.
About time somebody's besides me is picking something that's not so. Oh, I got the New England over Tennessee. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I've been doing that.
You haven't been doing nothing, Caleb. Be quiet.
You be quiet. Last place.
Damn.
Anyway, Quan, what's your last one?
I picked 2.
Yes, you just had the Green Bay, and then you had the.
I got the 49ers over bye.
Shut the stop. No, you can't.
I got the Vikings killing the. No, I won't take that game.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do
my
that.
last game is the Bills beating the Bengals. Even though the Bengals looked better, they're going into Buffalo. They still don't have an O-line. Buffalo has a good defense. Burrow's going to get hurt. He's not playing the whole game. Give me Buffalo at home.
That's going to be a fun way. So we got Buffalo over the Bengals. You got Green Bay over Chicago. And what was that other one? I'm sorry.
Broncos over the Raiders.
Broncos over the Raiders. Yes, yeah. That's definitely going to be. I mean, honestly, I don't hate any of those picks.
Yeah, I was about to say that's
They're
really
solid
good picks.
There. I think the Bengals Buffalo game is going to be. I think it's going to be a lot closer than we think it is. I think that's going to be a very fun game. That's a fun game.
I feel like the Raiders game.
That could also be a really close.
It's going to be a close game. They always play.
Yeah, and it's in Vegas too, so we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see how that goes.
Quan John, we're trying to get Quan John some tickets to that game. All right, so
free or very cheap.
Free or very cheap.
Pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the dollar. All right, so those are the picks. As I'm about to go 3-0, and Quan John goes 1-2, and Caleb goes 2-1. We'll see.
Winning record, I'll take it.
We'll see. So what do we got? What do we got?
Waiver wire.
Waiver wire. You want to go with your team?
I'll take it. For my quarterback, we talked about this, both of these teams in length earlier. I'm taking Tua turn the ball over.
Tua?
Against the New York football
he's gonna get
Jets.
A concussion.
Excuse me. Jets.
The New York Jets?
New York Jets.
He's getting a concussion.
I mean, when they played a handful of weeks ago, Tua looked damn good in that football game. I think we're going to see the same thing happen this week.
I hope so. Maybe you could throw a couple touchdowns to Waddle.
Exactly. That's why I have the well, actually, I'll talk about that later. For my running back, I got Kyle Monangai, the running back for the Bears, against Green Bay Packers. He's been getting a lot of work. The Packers don't have the greatest run defense. I think he's going to get a good bit of work and get like a 10, 12 point game out of this.
Okay.
Score a touchdown, make that a little bit higher. From a wide receiver, I'm taking Alec Pierce, the deep ball receiver for the Indianapolis Colts against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is going to be a great game, I think, regardless. I think Alec Pierce could have a couple of big catches down the field, and I think he could definitely score a couple of big touchdowns in this game. For my tight end, who I actually picked up because my tight end is on bye this week, I'm taking Harold Fannin Jr., tight end for the Cleveland Browns against those Tennessee Titans. I think Shedeur is going to love chucking him down the football against a pretty decent
Man, I hope they let him throw it this week, man.
Right. For my running back, I'm taking Tony Pollard again.
Tony Pollard,
especially after the injury to Malik Collins, who actually I didn't touch on that injury report, but he is out for the year, so he's not coming back. That run defense just opened up a little bit more. I think Tony Pollard is going to break up a couple of big runs, and we'll see how he plays in that game. But I think he's going to have a nice game there. And then I'm taking my defense. I'm taking Miami over New York Jets. I think Tyrod Taylor is going to throw a pick or two. He's been playing decent football, but I think, granted, is Miami's defense great? No. But I think the New York offense is a little bit worse, especially because Garrett Wilson is still not playing. So I think Miami is going to look damn good in this game, just in general. And then my kicker, I'm taking Matt Prater for the Buffalo Bills. I think they're going to score a couple of decent touchdowns against the Bengals. I think they might have to settle for a few decently long field goals. And Matt Prater is a solid kicker. I think he's going to have a decent game.
Okay. I can roll with all that. My quarterback, I'm taking Marcus Mariota. Come on. He's been balling. He's been balling. I mean, it is what it is. He's been balling, and he's still on the waiver. I don't see how. Running back, I'm also taking my Chris Rodriguez, running back for Washington, balling. Took over the number 1 spot. He's been getting close to 100 yards every game the past couple of weeks. Need to throw him out there. Tight end. No, receiver. I'm taking Chris Godwin. When I was looking at the waiver wire today,
I was thinking about
I was like, how the hell is Chris Godwin still on here? But I understand he's had one of those seasons where he's been in and out.
Right.
So, but yeah, Chris Godwin, I always got faith in that guy. Chris
Godwin, he can have a couple of decent game balls in this game.
Tight end, I'm taking Colston Loveland from Chicago. One thing I do realize, Caleb loves his tight ends.
He does.
Even though he's got 2 really good receivers, he loves his tight ends.
Yes, which is why Roma Dunze has done jack shit for me in the last 7 weeks of football.
Flex. I never really do a flex, but I did a flex this week. Hey, we're on the same page. I'm taking Alex Pierce.
There you go.
I'm taking Alex Pierce as my flex. I took a defensive player. Nick Bolton. I'm taking Nick Bolton this week.
Okay, yeah.
For a defense player. And kicker, Nick Folk.
It's the Jets.
Yeah. Why not?
They're going to settle.
They gotta kick. Gotta kick that rock.
They're going to settle for some field goals. I can see it. Definitely.
So that's waiver wire.
That's the waiver wire.
That's the waiver wire, guys. I mean, listen, fantasy leagues, it's starting almost playoff time.
Yup.
I know in our league, I needed Caleb to lose in his full 1.
Yeah, I did. I put belt to ass against Muffins.
Lord.
It was beautiful.
So it was beautiful. It knocked me back, and I might not make the playoffs now because of this guy.
You're welcome. And as long as I win this week against Chris, so watch your back, Chris.
I need you to do something.
Nah,
Chris.
he's going down. He's going down, brother.
I'm gonna have to do
if I beat Chris, I'm pretty much almost guaranteed.
I'm gonna have to hit up Chris and be like, "Hey, I'm about to release this player, pick him right up."
That's
right now
crazy
because I need you to beat.
That's actually insane.
Listen.
That's tampering.
Who can I release?
That's tampering. I mean, I guess you're saying it on air, so I can just send this to John.
But y'all don't know when I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, we're just gonna see him release like all his best players, and we're like, oh, gee.
Y'all ain't gonna see it because I'm gonna be like, Chris, you on there right now? All right, cool. I'm releasing them right now.
I'm gonna be right on there, bro. I'm gonna be right there. I'm right there.
I'm releasing them right now because I need you to beat Caleb.
Nah, brother. I'm winning. I'm making the playoffs.
I couldn't do that anyway because if I release my players for him, then I lose. I need to win too.
You need to win. I need to win. Chris needs to get the home.
Nah, Chris. I need you to beat him, bro. Come on, step up.
Chris, you're going down.
I know your team is trash, but I need you to trash. It's so trash. Speaking of trash, let's get into trash talk.
What do we got for trash talking, Gal?
Oh, I thought you had it this week.
I didn't have it.
You didn't have it this week?
No.
I got it. Don't
you
trip.
got it.
So actually, the trash talk, we've been talking these past couple of weeks about how football it's been really crappy.
We've had some weird.
We've had a couple, it's been really crappy. I can say this past weekend has brought my faith back into football. The games this weekend were really good.
Got some good games.
And
this
I
week.
think I want to show this clip, and we should have showed it earlier. But look at these one-handed catches from these three players.
Yeah, we've had a lot. Oh, yeah, that Treylon Burks catch was crazy.
Crazy.
That was a real good ball.
The Bowers one?
The Bowers one
was
insane.
wild.
How did it not touch the floor?
I looked at it, I was like, nah, that's going back. And then they kept showing it. I was like, oh crap, he actually caught that.
Yeah. We see a few of these
The
catches.
Puka,
Yeah.
he took I feel like the guy had his hand on the ball and he snatched it away from him
Oh, yeah.
with the one hand.
Yup. Dude, Puka is an amazing
Listen,
football player.
This weekend
Love
has
Puka.
reignited my faith in watching football on Sundays. I was not bored.
You know what's crazy too? I actually had, like, even though I was working, I was still able to, like, watch the football games some of these football games this past weekend. I agree. These were, like, all
Really
around,
good.
these were enjoyable football games.
And it's been a while since I really was like, all right, I'll just watch something else. Or like, because every week these games, they're being over penalized or they're not being penalized, or it's just been wild. But I can say this past weekend was really good football all the way around.
For me, this is some of the, like, better football games that I've watched.
It was by far one of the better weekends.
I think this is, like, the most I've enjoyed watching football this season, probably since the Green Bay Dallas game at the beginning of the year. That was a damn good football game that should not have ended in a tie, but whatever.
Yeah, like this was a really good weekend. So I can tell you, whoever's responsible for that, I appreciate you guys.
We love that.
Because I wasn't pissed that I actually bought Sunday ticket this weekend. I can actually say, man, I'm really glad I got a Sunday ticket.
There you go.
I can watch multiple games that are actually good.
Yep. I have the same thing. Yeah, I don't have Sunday ticket, but yeah, I was streaming some of these games. It was a good weekend of football.
It was. So I can say I appreciate that.
They did us right for the holidays.
It really did. Thank you guys.
Thank you, NFL.
Thank you, NFL, for not dropping the ball.
That's the one time you're going to hear that.
Probably.
That's the one time.
But all right, guys, I want to thank you guys. Me and Caleb want to thank you, Quan John on the ones and twos. We guys just want to thank you guys for watching. Get in the chat. You know, I'm responding to everything in the chat. I got the chat loaded up. If you have any questions, feel free to call in. From me, Caleb, Quan John, we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
586.